Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. My name's Mandy and today we are going over my Etsy shop weekly spreads. So I have had a request for this a few different times throughout, a while now, and I figured this would be a good time to share with you guys just what I have in my shop that are considered like a weekly spread or maybe a catch-all spread. In my shop, I call them weekly spreads. So, do I call them weekly? Like weekly or catch-all? So anyways, I just kind of thought it would be fun to show you guys. And I may actually end up being just, whenever I go over what I have, I get really excited to use it. So I may actually end up putting them in my planner. I'm not sure. I do have one from my planner that I'm currently using that I will include in that. But all of these are in my Etsy shop, link down below. Specifically, if you go to, I'm trying to think how it goes in the shop, but if you go, like, I have different categories that you can, instead of just like looking for one specific one, you can look by categories. Like I have a Christmas category. So if anybody wants Christmas planners, I have that. And I have one for weekly spreads. So all of these are in there and we are going to go through them and I'm going to show you all of them. And I'm excited for this to share with you guys what's in the shop for your weeklies. If you guys are looking for a new weekly spread or something to just try out, some of these are as little as just a few dollars. I haven't updated or changed any of my prices, which maybe I do need to do because once you order it, you have it forever. And I want you guys to keep coming back, but if you like it, I mean, you have it forever once you order it. So these specific ones may or may not be linked down below, but the shop is linked down below. There are other things like my more recent things that I've put out there that are linked down below, but all of these are what I have in the time of having my shop. And I'm really excited to kind of bring this video to you guys in case you're looking for something different or you just want to see what I have created for different weekly spread options. All right, so first off, let me slide my planner to the side. Actually, I'll go ahead and show you what I'm currently using. So what I'm currently using, and this is kind of, it's almost hard to show you, but I do have videos out. It's my Create Your Own Planner bundle. It has everything from a daily to list making or however you would want to use this. You have your monthly overview. I'm trying to think if the monthly's in there. I'm pretty sure monthly's in there, but habits, you have, trying to think, sometimes I put things, you have an hourly. I use this for, I mean, you have, the whole week, but you have this page, which is nice because it also has 5 days if you want, or just different categories. I mean, you have a home and family in there with filled in labels or blanks. Same with habits. You have, this style and this style. I mean, that is one of my most recent planners that are in my shop. And it is also, to me, what you get the most for your money because you have so many different options and you can do so many different things. And if you were like, I just need a planner that I can kind of change it up and do different things. I mean, you have an hourly, you have dashboard style almost. I mean, that's kind of what this is. You have, a student or teaching planner, or I actually use this not even for homeschool. As you can see, I use it for home and family. So that is one of them that are in there. So that would be an option. Plus there's extra pages. I mean, I have note pages as part of it. I'm trying to think. I know I have other pages in there that I don't have printed. So go ahead and check that out to see what all that has. I even think that this is in there. I'm trying to, this like quarter yearly overview with separated by quarters. So check that out. One of my favorite pages, because it can be in any planner, is this one right here. And I keep it with my monthly, so that way I can have like category lists, which is something that I love for my to-dos. So now let's go into, I have my stickies, you guys, because I needed to make notes. I was not going to remember everything. So this one particular right here, and I'm going to try to show you guys in a way that it would be in the planner, because I didn't want to punch holes just in case as I went through here I found like something's wrong, like that actually goes that way. And I knew that was going to happen, because when you print things, sometimes you don't print them the way you think. So, okay. This is called, I guess I didn't write down what this is. I'm pretty sure it's called, oh yes, this is called Weekly Check It All Off. There are shading and no shading options. And, this is the no shade option, and the shade option would be this one. So I particularly like the shade because it kind of helps my visual, you know, of what I'm doing. So my idea of this was to put your date and your day up here. It's for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or you can start on Sunday. And then you have check boxes here, and you just have like an open box for anything that you want it for. So I always like, when I have a catch-all spread or a weekly spread, I do usually like as much as I can have on that spread, because this is usually what I'm going to be looking at for the day, the whole week, and I don't want to have to go find another page to have to look at if my family needs to see what's going on, stuff like that. And then this is definitely, I'm trying to think back, like when I make my planners, I always have an intention at that time. So some of these planners are going to be geared towards getting stuff done more. Some of these planners are going to be geared towards like different categories that I have going on in my life at the time. So as you can see, like routine or habit tracking is very, like, it's very good for me it keeps me on top of my stuff, basically. And I like having two separate ones because I have like the first part of the day and the second part of the day. A to-do list with pretty decently sized lines is important to me, because I don't just have one word to do items. I usually have a couple words in there, or I'll write something down, and if it's one word and I go back to it 3 days later, I actually may not know what I was talking about. So I like to have a decently long line for a to-do list. This area I had different intentions for, like I thought maybe dinners, or for example, when I make these, I usually keep like Etsy and YouTube in mind. I usually keep my workouts in mind, eating, stuff like that. So yeah, there's just some different ways that you can use this. It depends on what your needs are, but I also tried to make sure there was space to even decorate if I needed to decorate or put like a label or something. So you got some boxes here for different ideas, like breakfast, lunches, and dinner ideas, or category things, or anything. And then here I had a few bigger boxes. So I put, sometimes I will label things by the day. I'll say like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I will assign myself a specific task per that category and then check it off. So that's why there's 2 boxes in some of these areas. So yeah, that is the weekly check it all off. Here is what it looks like without the shading. And that's that one. So let's see. You guys are going to see me like kind of scramble here a little bit because I want to make sure I keep things in order too. Okay, let's adjust the desk here. The next one here, I'm so glad I did these separately. I almost put them, and some of them are front to back, but I almost put them front to back. I'm glad I did not. So now this one can go either way. It can go like this, or it can go like this. So I'm going to take this off so it's not distracting. This one though, I think this is how I usually have it. I just needed a place to write everything down. I needed a place to write down like what I was eating. I needed a place to write down different category to do things. So it's essentially very, very similar to the one that I showed you, but a totally different look, as you can see. This one is called the daily, weekly, editable or printable catch-all. So you can print this up, or you can actually edit it and write in all the things that you need. So this is my one and only spread in my shop where you can actually go in and type in what you need. I thought, I tried it and I haven't used it again. I really do love the feature, but if you've heard me before, it takes a while to get things on Etsy for me, just with like all of the pictures and stuff that you have to take. And my life is like a little demanding. I don't have that much time usually, but I sat down and I was like, I'm doing it. I'm making something editable, because at the time I was getting questions like, is it editable? And, so I was like, well, let me make one that is. So this one is something that you can edit. I'm not sure if like I put editable boxes in this area or not, but I definitely know that I did in all of these areas. So that way you can kind of type in what you would like. But otherwise, this is what it looks like this way. I really do love a typed version, but my stuff changes so frequently that having a typed version, usually isn't something that I end up pulling from, but I do like having a typed version. So, again, you've got like your habits and routines. There's no labels here, because you can label your own. Yeah, different categories. I know this was so helpful because I was actually doing some school here and different, like I used these for different sections of my day. So this would be like a certain block of my day, a certain block, and that would kind of help me with my day. I can't remember if it's in the shop where I actually have the bubbles in here. So if you set this up for your routine, you could actually have it set up for, you'd have the bubbles or boxes. But where, for example, if this was my like morning routine, like, make my bed, work out, something like that, like then I could check it off per the day. I think I have that as an option in there. I can't remember, but this is another one that has been really fun to use and pretty popular. This I put here for my days of the week, just so I can see what's going on. I just need a glimpse. I don't need a ton of room usually for what's going on in the day. So I would have like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I would write what's going on for the day in there, just so I knew, oh, today we have piano or something like that. So this is a fun one. I love that one, and I really, really felt really productive using that one. So the next one I have here is a dashboard. So I have a couple different dashboard options in my shop. This can go either, that's what I love about dashboard too. Like this can go this way, or you can switch it to be similar to like, like Happy Planner dashboards out there and stuff like that. But I really liked the idea of having a longer to-do list, so I made more space here. I'm trying to think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I was like, what did I have in mind here? But so yeah, you can, you guys, you've seen dashboard, right? Love it. I love dashboard planners. It's just nice to write down what you got going on here, to-do list or whatever, and then have like the rest of your week happen in here. The other dashboard that I have, let me kind of turn this over, and this has been probably a more recent dashboard that I made. So fun, is this one, because as you can see, I have like another routine here, which the other one didn't have, a nice long to-do list, a couple like optional things if you wanted dinners or workouts or something like that. Now, this one is called the weekly dashboard. So you have lists and habits, and then this one is days of the week. So they are sold separately because I want you guys to be able to like mix and match things. But they're not expensive. So, and then the color, it is also sold in color. So you can get color or gray. You can get with or without lines. You can get with or without labels, because I know a lot of people don't start their week on a Monday, and you can change that. So we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I have that here, but that can be changed as well, I think. And there's an option where you don't have a habit tracker if you don't want that. So that is, you know, my stuff always usually has lots of options, which is why it does take me a long time sometimes to get more items in my shop. But I just want to give you guys as many options as I know I would like. So there's the dashboard, a couple dashboard layouts that I have. So let's kind of make sure that I have those on here right there. All right, the next set I have for you guys to show you is, okay. So this is my weekly farmhouse neutral layout, and it's with lists and notes. So if you go to my shop and you go to weekly, you will see that this is available in there. So I have this, is almost like I thought it was a 4-page spread. Maybe I just, hang on, let me make sure I didn't like mess something up over here, because maybe I just didn't print the 4th page. 1 second. And maybe I just didn't print it, or I might have just printed this side just to show you like what comes with it, and what like options you have. So this I loved because if you ever like need like a weekly overview or just like an extra page for your week, this is really fun. It's been a while since I used this to plan with, but I actually loved using this to plan for my my shop and YouTube that same week. I didn't need a whole different like planner for it. I just needed something to write down, a list, a couple things I needed to do, or some notes, or even just meal planning, like something that I just needed some extra space. So this was nice, and this can also be used as a daily planner. This can be used as a meal tracker. Like it's just very, very, you know, flexible. And I also would sometimes I would cover this up with like a dashboard sticker from the Happy Planner, and it just like made it just so cute, and put some, you know, little different stickers around. So then you turn it over, and it's a weekly. And for this one specifically, I'm pretty sure I have a couple that have other options, but this one specifically, I'm still like looking through my other things, because this is similar to another one you're going to see in a few minutes, but this is like the farmhouse style. And to me, it just looked farmhousey, so I called it that. But you have your you have spots for your days of the week. You have an hourly here. Now, sometimes I wouldn't use the hourly. I would just use it for lists. It's up to you. And then I have another list here, or what's for dinner, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces there. And then if you wanted to track some expenses or cover that up and track something else, I have another habit tracker here. And something that's special to me about this one is if you like separating things out, I also made a couple about every 3rd line. It's a little bit darker because, again, I like to section out my day and put like, what 3 things did I want to accomplish every day, you know, in that time block, basically. And then this weekend thing, I actually need to start incorporating this in my current planner, because this weekend thing is, excuse me, I have to take a drink of my water. Okay. It's so helpful because I have to prep some things over the weekend, and usually I don't leave much planning space for myself over the weekend, but there's just some things that I have to do over the weekend. I have to plan, I have to prep some food, and I just loved having this. This was so nice, and it happens to be right under my weekend days as well. And then just like another list over here was nice with some space. I always try to keep in mind like a little bit of decorating. So this is a fun one. And if you do like to have extra pages and not, you know, not just have like the next page be this, it could, because this could also just be the beginning of your month. It could be a monthly overview, and then you can start printing these on the next side. Or you can, if you're like me and you like an extra page or two for the week, you could get my Create Your Own Planner, or any of these other planners, and put something on the other side that is helpful for you. Okay, so I wrote down notes for myself. So daily options, and I also have a meal planner with this same theme. Okay, so if you guys are interested in that, go check out my shop and look for Farmhouse, or you can find the meal planner. I think I have a whole section for meal planning, even though we're in the weekly spread section here. If you like that theme and you want to kind of go all out with the planner on that, it's there. All right, this next one has been so popular, you guys, so popular. And I've had this one for quite a few years, and it's a 4-page spread. Obviously, you do what you want to do with it. But this is the idea I had with this was long list. If you have a ton of things that you just need to like write down, not a ton of things to do. I mean, we all have a ton of things to do, but if you have to like take your week and just start brain dumping, like this is perfect for that. And then if you take that and categorize those things, this is like so helpful. Or if you just brain dump and then you got other categories, for example, like the way I would use it is probably just brain dump here and then like have like home, family, school, business, or something like that. And then you have this. So this I love for cleaning, and I'm pretty sure I have an option where this is filled in, but if I don't, I'm sorry I said that if I don't, but I'm pretty sure I have an option where all of this is filled in with cleaning items. Isn't that so nice if someone else can do that work for you and you can just follow that every week? So I may have to pull this for myself. I love this page. Yeah, I have had to let a lot of my like deeper home cleaning go for a little while as I'm working and homeschooling and trying to get more, you know, to the shop and to you guys on YouTube and stuff like that. So this is so nice though. And I love using this during the summer because it is such a nice guide and it can give me the ideas to give to my kids. So meaning if they have a chore that day, like I can pull it from here. Okay, I'm pretty sure there's a couple other options for this, but you'll have to check it out because I just can't remember off the top of my head how many options I have for this. But then you turn it over, and this is why it's so popular as well, I think, because it's such a flexible like style of weekly. So the reason I have it set up like this is because I would use this top space for my day and anything I had to get done. So, or even just like what's going on that day. So I would write down, I'm trying to think if I wrote down what's for dinner here or what's for dinner here. You can fit, there's space to fit your numbers for each day. I'm trying to think, was it what's for dinner? Or anyways, you can use it for however, but I use this as a checkbox. And then I think I maybe tried to squeeze in what was going on with the day here and had my to-dos here. However, you can have, you know, your to-dos here. You can, your events for the day anywhere. You can have your to-dos anywhere. I ended up doing like my, and I might have to do this for homeschool. I ended up using this for homeschool at one point, and I put my 3 kids here. I put different categories here in the past. I've had like home, school, and business, or, just different ways. There's so many different ways. And again, I'm pretty sure there's different options. I think there's color options. I also have a monthly that comes with this, and like list making type sheets, because I'm going to show you the other side as well. So again, more category planning here, more planning what's for dinner or whatever you want to do. Like specifically, maybe you have themed days that you like to remind yourself of for here. Routines, morning, day, and evening. All these things can be covered up too if you obviously don't want that. But I did not put the weekends on here because that just isn't how my life was. I can't remember if that is an option or not. So if I haven't said this already, if there is something that you're like, I absolutely love that, I would need the weekend, or I absolutely love that, and I don't see that maybe I didn't leave these blank and you like starting with Sunday, message me, you guys. I will change something that's small like that. I cannot take this and create like a whole different planner for you, but what I could do is do those little changes for you. So please don't let something like that deter you from getting the planner that could be so helpful for you. And then of course, list making. Here I left 2 lines because again, I like to have space when I make lists. And I just love checking off a box as well. And then you turn it over and you have a bonus page. This is all part of the same one. I used to do more of my like meal planning, or if I found that this was perfect for just like, all the categories of my life, and I didn't like have like what's going on for the day, I would put what's going on for the day here. Or I would put that here, and then this would be a totally different, thing to plan. I loved this section for future meal planning. So this was almost like, here's going to be my meal plan for next week. And I would think about it ahead of time, and I would write down everything that I needed here. I would write down our meals here. Sometimes I used it for just meal tracking. Let me move this over so you can see better. I would write down, breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. So the options are so filled because here I would actually use this for some of my business planning too. I think I have 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had 8 here, but there was enough to like plan for a certain amount of days if I wanted to fill in something there. So this is a favorite of mine. It is a favorite of many of you guys out there, and it's a very popular one. So again, there's a monthly that comes with it. Obviously, like you can even use this as a weekly, and maybe you want this to be your weekly. I mean, so many options. And there's different colors as well. So there's that one. It's called, I didn't even mention this. It's called the Weekly Everything because it has everything. It has everything you need. Let me get this in order though. It has everything you need for a weekly. So you guys have to let me know if you've bought that and how, how it works for you. Okay, so this next one is called Color Boxes Weekly. It has some color options. I like to print in gray. I just do. It's easy for me. You'll see one that, because I don't print that much in color, you'll see like I have to clean my printer a lot and all of that. But this has a similar, except bigger, similar to this one here, the Weekly Everything. This is smaller, so I could fit more on there. But this has boxes for the day. You can write your date in there. You can write the month in there. I don't have that on every single weekly. That is very unique to mine. You can write the whole month, which I thought was super helpful sometimes. And again, it's something that I tracked. Like I wanted all of this on a weekly for myself. So 2 different categories of to-do lists. You've got, you know, again, like if you want to write dinners out or theme days, workouts, you have your routines, your morning, afternoon, and evening routines or habits. I loved this because it has your goal and 3 ways you're going to make it happen that week, and whether you can check off whether you did it or you need to keep working at it. It has your cleaning section, but it doesn't have to be a cleaning section because this is all you really have for each day. So if that's not enough, you can go here for the day. And a movement plan. These are to check off water. I usually drink from a really big jar or jug, so that's kind of why I only kept it to 3. I encourage you to do that, but obviously, you know, usually people would have, what is it, like 8 cups of water, so they'd have 8 there. I don't know, it's up to you. I just was like, I drink from like a 40 ounce jar, so this was, you know, like, what's that, 120 ounces if you do that. So and that's plenty of water. So, and then I would put in my workouts here. This is really making me want to use it. I might plug this into my planner this next week, you guys. I love this. I love the goal section and having that as a reminder. But we're going to go to the next page because there is a different option for you to use as well. So again, it's like those boxes. And if you got the color options, there's other colors. You have, I think I forgot to point it out on this one. I would put like what's for dinner there and check it off if I like prepped it, or I would put the theme for the day there. Kind of like whatever I didn't do here basically, or my workout, you know, whatever. And that's here too as well. And the movement plan is basically here instead of on the side there. The goals is over here instead of, you know, I had it in the middle. And then you can have an hourly here or just your to-do lists. So as you can see, it's just, it's different. It's definitely different than this, but it still has that same, like if you use this for a to-do list, now you have your space here, if that makes sense. If you like routines, instead of having them here, you're here. You've got the weekend box, which you guys know I love, and monthly, a little to-do list here. So, and then I actually put a little key for that there. And an expense tracker. So that's fun. There's probably a little, you know, more options than I'm even remembering to talk about. So if you guys want to go to the shop and check that out and see what more options there are, I'd love for you to do that. Okay, the next set is for homeschool planning. However, many of you know I use my homeschool planners for just my basic life too as well. So if you see something here, you might think it works great for just your typical regular basic planner. So here is a homeschool planner. It does have these options. However, you can have it with or without certain, like I think I have it without, I think the option I have is it doesn't have supplies or spelling. So again, it can be completely blank there and you would have goals and wins, which, you know, I figured that's good for school and life. So, and you can go, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you did it for homeschool, you could have Monday through Friday here. If you like planning, I guess that would be going from left to right. Or you can have Monday through Sunday or Sunday through Saturday up top if you like having the extra days. So, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 7. So, list making, all the things. And here's another option, totally like different style. There are options, I'm trying to think, without the background. I'm pretty sure I have options without the background. But this, I love this one too. This goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could fit in as much as I could here. And 5 going this way. So mainly days at the top, but you could put days, you know, you could put days on the side and the weekend here. And then The idea is that like you could color code it yourself. You could assign like the white to one of your kids and the gray to one of your kids. That's kind of why I put these up here at the top if you assign them to something specifically. And then I just have this as well. I'm going to go to the next page. Oh yes, I do have it. So there's color options with labels. And as you can see, like my printer printed off, like I needed to clean it. And I was like, oh man. And then I forgot to scale it to 100. That's why those are there. But these are part of it if you like to print it in a, like if you want to print the classic size so it's easy to cut. So yeah, then I have the color option here, and I left these blank for, there's just options, but I left these blank for what's going on in the week. And I love this because this could be your morning, day, and evening routine. Or what I like to do for homeschool is say like we're doing our gather time or our morning basket. I like to put the things there, and then I like to have one. I also like to have one for each kid. Right now, 2 of my kids are in homeschool, so that works like that. But when my daughter goes in, each one could be, one for each kid. So I loved that. The other option is to just have them as list making, and then I even have one down here. There's no labels for Monday through Friday or anything because, you kind of know like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So there's that. And then this is without the background, which is typically how I end up like, I always love and start with colors and backgrounds. And then sometimes I end up just taking them out because I love to decorate myself as well. So that's what that looks like. Those are my homeschool options. I do have a few homeschool planners that do not look like this either. They have other things, but these are just weekly spreads that you can find in my shop. So you guys, that is what I have for you. I know this was a little bit longer of video, but I really hope that you enjoyed seeing some of the different, not all, but some of the different options I have in my shop for you guys. And if you found or saw something that you would love, let me know down below or message me. Again, if there's a little thing that needs to be changed for you to end up, making the planner like be best what works for you, I would love to make that little change for you. If you see that there's something that it's just like, it comes this way, I don't like the font, or I don't use that little thing and I really don't want it on there, just message me and I can completely just go in, take it out, or change the font, or make there be no labels and send it to you. And you can have the planner that could be so helpful for you. So I make these things so you guys can be productive and intentional and have as much as you can an easier week than, not having this. So if I can help you make your week more productive, more intentional, easier for you to just go with the flow, then that's what I want to do, because that's what I want for myself as well. And what I make that has helped me, I love putting it out there in the shop for you guys. So, and don't forget, we have the Create Your Own Planner as well. It is so much more than just a weekly spread, but there are plenty of options in that bundle for weekly spreads. There's not just one, there's multiple. So check that out as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give me a like, hit the thumbs up if you can right now to help me out, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I'd love to have you here for more videos. And I'll see you guys for the next one. Have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye guys.